require for them to keep him. But in the meantime, you guard him like the MVP he is. You guard him like the 3-time consecutive scoring champ. It's going to require for them to keep him. But in the meantime, you guard him like the MVP he is. You guard him like the 3-time, specifically with a guy like Nurk. Now, this side of the floor is where Nurk has to establish this advantage down low by the basket.
Nurk with the pretty hook shot.
It's too easy.
CJ working the two-man game with Nurk. Nurk gets it slapped away, recoups it, and puts it in. We heard Damian Lillard say, transition defense, we have to make sure we don't get stuck in cross-match situations. They'll take the cross-match in this situation. Nurkic, it's child's play on the post. Looking for a Blazer to get open. Nurkic on the baseline. Nurkic going to work once again against Wood. Shot is short. A lot of people will understand this young man's game. Dame, step back jumper. Nurkic gets the offensive board. CJ, open look. No good. Nurkic extending the possession. Jones Jr. popcorns it in. Nurkic gets the offensive board. CJ, open look. No good. Nurkic extending the possession. Jones Jr. popcorns it in.
Get into the basket as he has previously in his career, and then combine that with, so far, with the preseason games and the one regular season game against Utah.
Nurkic, tries to tap it back to CJ. He zigs when Nurkic thought he was going to zag. Just 9 players, no John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, no Gordon. They are certainly holding their own, shooting 60%. Another errant pass, Nwaba for the slams. A lot of times those undrafted players don't lack any energy or effort, especially on the defensive end. Wood working against Jones Jr. Dame, kick ahead. Nurkic down low, positioning, just a little too quick over Harden. It's been the Rockets' proficiency from 2 has built their advantage. Hood defending Harden. Harden gets to the paint, but will get the foul. Harden 7 to shoot. Finds Brown in the corner. That's way off. Nurkic hands it off to Dame.
Especially in an open court. That right side of the floor is pretty open.
House misses a pair. You know what Rashid would say at this point. Essentially on the clock. Nurkic, a heave from half court. Won't win a truck, but the Blazers down 10 at half. They do a fine job keeping pace with the Rockets. PJ Tucker in the corner. Back to Harden. Harden. Jones Jr. going to get whistled for the foul. Blazers back down 11. House trying to turn the corner. Went on a couple steps. Dame grimacing on the baseline. So CJ back-to-back threes. Blazers trailing by 3. They're down 10 at half. Wood, early jumper. Analytics don't love that as Dame brings it back down. CJ and Dame, 40 points combined. Plenty of time left in the second half still.
And that franchise record that CJ tied of Dame and Stoudemire.
But these are the answers we get when we talk about what are your expectations. Just to stay healthy is one of them.
Well, CJ giving the Rockets a healthy dose of scoring in this third quarter. Corner against Harden. Back over to Nurkic. 7 to shoot for the Blazers. Nurkic trying to back down Tucker. Harden there. Averaged just under 2 steals last year. Dame with 21. Hasn't scored yet this quarter. Jones Jr. defending Harden on the step back. And yet another 3 that Jones Jr. has bothered for James Harden. Dame with 24. CJ with 32. Both guards cooking tonight. Harden 10 to shoot. Deep 3. That's short. Nurkic.
Let your teammates play 4 on 3. Nurk assess the action. Good pass to Rocco.
Harden poked in the face. As Portland tries to get their first win of the season. Nurkic, first free throw is off. Both free throws no good for Jusuf Nurkic. Rockets will get the ball with 30 seconds left. Wood has 4 fouls. Tate has 4 fouls. Dame loses Wood. Jumper short. Nurkic tries to clean it up. Covington there to get the loose ball. Dame loses Wood. Jumper short. Nurkic tries to clean it up. Covington there to get the loose ball.
Rebound Covington, back out to Lillard. Plays into McCollum, right back to Nurkic. Banging down low with Tucker.
Last season, 70% of PJ Tucker's attempts were from three, and 80% of those 70% was from the corner. And Jusuf Nurkic running, being the first man down the floor.
Wood on Covington.